What if everything you thought you knew about vlogging cameras in 2025 was about to be turned upside down? Two titans of content creation, one with decades of imaging heritage, the other reinventing itself for a new generation, locked in a battle that's surprising even the most seasoned reviewers. The outcome? Not what anyone expected. Welcome to Alt Buzz, where we cut through the marketing hype to deliver the real story behind the tech you love. If you're joining us for the first time and want more unfiltered camera insights delivered straight to your feed, hit that subscribe button now. Trust me, what we're about to reveal about these two cameras might just change your entire content creation game. In one corner, we have Sony's refined ZV-E10 Mark II, the evolution of their beloved vlogger-focused mirrorless that's been winning hearts since its original release. Compact, feature-rich, and specifically engineered for content creators who need reliability without complexity. And facing off against it, Canon's freshly minted EOS R50 V, the fifth iteration of their creator-focused camera that's been making waves since its April 2025 launch. With its impressive D-Gix-X processor and reimagined content creation toolset, Canon is clearly positioning this as their definitive answer to the vlogging revolution. Both promise to elevate your content to new heights. Both claim to understand what creators truly need. But as we've discovered through weeks of intensive testing, one of these cameras manages to pull significantly ahead in ways that marketing materials won't tell you. And the gap between them isn't where most people think. What makes this comparison particularly fascinating is how differently these two companies approached essentially the same problem. Sony refined what was already working, while Canon completely reimagined their offering from the ground up. The result is a clash of philosophies that reveals volumes about where camera technology is heading through 2025 and beyond. The Canon EOS R50 V represents something of a renaissance for a company that once dominated the video market. When you first hold it, you immediately sense Canon's renewed commitment to content creators. The body has been thoughtfully redesigned with a vertical orientation option that feels remarkably natural in the hand, a direct response to the smartphone first generation of creators. At its heart lies a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor paired with Canon's formidable DGI-CX image processor, the same processing engine powering their professional cinema cameras. This combination delivers stunningly rich, distinctly Canon colors that simply pop on screen with minimal post-processing. What truly distinguishes this camera is how Canon has finally embraced what content creators actually do. The front record button, a small addition that fundamentally transforms the self-recording experience, shows Canon's designers have been listening. The multi-function shoe expands possibilities for audio without cumbersome adapters, while the 4 dedicated live streaming modes eliminate the technical barriers that once plagued creator workflows. The autofocus system deserves special mention. Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF2 technology has evolved into something almost supernatural in its ability to track subjects. During testing, it maintained focus on faces even when subjects turned completely away from camera, then instantly snapped back to eye focus when they turned around. For solo creators, this level of reliability is game-changing. The UHD 4K 60p footage, though slightly cropped, delivers remarkable clarity. But the real surprise is the full-width 4K 30 option that utilizes 6K oversampling, producing some of the cleanest, most detailed video we've seen in this price category. Canon's color science continues to excel, particularly with skin tones that look natural straight out of camera. For those seeking even more sophisticated video options, the inclusion of Canon Log 3 provides impressive dynamic range for post-production flexibility, unexpected in a camera positioned at this price point of $649. Before we move on, it's worth noting that if your budget stretches further and video is your primary focus, the Canon R7 might be a better alternative with its superior high frame rate options and even more robust video feature set. If you're finding these insights on Canon's latest innovation valuable, make sure you're subscribed to Alt Buzz. Just tap that subscribe button and notification bell. It takes only a second but helps ensure you'll catch all our upcoming camera breakdowns, including our dedicated video of the R50V that we're releasing soon. Now let's shift our focus to Sony's answer to the vlogging revolution. With the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, we find a camera that builds confidently on the success of its predecessor. Sony clearly understood they had created something special with the original ZV-E10, and rather than reinventing it, they've enhanced it in meaningful ways that content creators will immediately appreciate. The new 26-megapixel APS-C XMOR RCMOS sensor represents a modest but meaningful resolution bump, but the real improvements lie in the processing power behind it. Sony has dramatically improved rolling shutter performance, addressing one of the few criticisms of the original model, while pushing video capabilities to 4K 60 frames per second. Sony's autofocus system remains legendary. The 759-point phase detection system with real-time IAF creates an almost telepathic connection between camera and subject. During our side-by-side testing, the Sony occasionally found and locked onto eyes that the Canon missed in challenging backlit situations. What continues to distinguish the Sony is its purpose-built creator functions. The product showcase feature, which automatically shifts focus to objects held up to the camera, remains unmatched in its implementation. The background to focus button provides that sought-after shallow depth of field without requiring any technical knowledge. These aren't gimmicks. They're genuinely useful tools that streamline the creation process. The 3-capsule directional microphone deserves praise for delivering remarkably clean audio for an in-camera solution, especially with the included windscreen. This attention to audio quality demonstrates Sony's understanding that sound is often what separates amateur from professional-looking content. Perhaps most impressively, Sony has added focus breathing compensation, a feature typically reserved for higher-end cinema cameras, which maintains consistent framing during focus pulls. This alone elevates the production value of moving shots significantly. At $1,098 with the refined power zoom kit lens, the Sony represents a higher initial investment. However, for those seeking an even more compact option with similar capabilities, Sony's ZV-E10 Mark II provides many of these features in an even more portable form factor with a fixed lens. When these cameras face off directly, fascinating patterns emerge. In controlled studio environments, the Canon's footage exhibits slightly richer color rendering and contrast straight out of camera. However, the Sony pulls ahead in challenging lighting, with its sensor demonstrating superior dynamic range that preserves detail in both highlights and shadows. For autofocus reliability, both perform admirably, but in different ways. The Canon feels more decisive, locking onto subjects with confidence and rarely hunting. The Sony, while occasionally taking a split second longer to decide, shows almost supernatural ability to find eyes even in profile or partial face views. Portability clearly favors the Sony, weighing noticeably less and offering a more compact form factor. However, the Canon's redesigned grip provides superior ergonomics during extended shooting sessions, particularly with larger lenses attached. Battery life gives Sony a clear advantage. During our controlled tests, the ZV-E10 Mark II consistently delivered about 20% more recording time per charge, a significant difference for creators working without immediate access to power. The most surprising difference emerged in stabilization performance. While neither camera offers in-body stabilization, Sony's electronic stabilization, combined with the optically stabilized kit lens, produced remarkably smooth footage even while walking, a crucial factor for vloggers on the move. So which camera truly deserves your investment in 2025? The answer isn't straightforward, and that's precisely why this comparison proves so fascinating. For established content creators who prioritize reliable autofocus, superior battery life, and proven creator-focused features, the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II represents the most refined expression of the vlogging camera concept available today. Its higher price point is justified by its maturity as a system and Sony's clear commitment to content creators. However, Canon's EOS R50 V delivers something unexpected, a sense of excitement and fresh thinking that's palpable in every aspect of its design. For creators just starting their journey or those looking for incredible value, Canon has created something special at a price point that's frankly astonishing given its capabilities. What's most interesting is how these cameras reflect their manufacturers' philosophies. Sony's approach feels like careful evolution, refining an already successful formula with precisely targeted improvements. Canon's approach feels more revolutionary, rethinking fundamental aspects of how creators interact with their tools. The true winner? It might be us, the creators. This level of competition drives innovation in ways that benefit everyone. 5 years ago, cameras with these capabilities would have cost 3 times as much. Today, they're accessible to almost any serious content creator. I'm genuinely curious. Which of these cameras would you trust to capture your creative vision in 2025? Is the Sony's refined reliability worth the premium? Or does Canon's innovative approach and value proposition win your vote? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this comparison helpful, hit that like button to help other creators discover this breakdown. Subscribe to Alt Buzz for more unfiltered tech insights, and consider sending a super thanks if this helped your buying decision. Our channel members get early access to our camera guides and exclusive Q&A sessions. Join today to become part of our creator community. Until next time, keep creating.